Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm not seeing the meters going on Streamlabs. Hopefully you can hear me. I guess yes, it looks like we can. Okay, cool. I dislike the delay in animation that Streamlabs desktop gives us, or at least me. It makes it very difficult to monitor whether your stream is going well. But my name is Joel Duggan, if you haven't figured that out. Welcome back to the channel. We are in Satisfactory, picking up where we left off with the 16 floors of 25 fuel generators, 400 in total. We're going to just go upstairs and continue to hook up all the different things that need to be hooked up. Enki, a useful bench, SweetSandi, Dan Grace, good to see all you. Hope you're enjoying your day. The Spawn Chunks posted early. We wrapped tight little show. Johnny edited it quickly and then was streaming with his partner. And so I just kind of powered through lunch and got the show published. Took my own lunch and here we are. So it was rare. I don't usually post the Spawn Chunks before 2:30 my time. We record at 10 a.m. for my time, for folks that are wondering. So, if I recall, we had West Wing 4 with West Blender 2 all piped and wired. That is not getting enough fuel, obviously, but it is all hooked up. The fuel problem we can sort out. That's not a big deal. It is a lot of generators. They are all in these wings, which you can see if I kind of poke my head over the edge here. So each one of these wings has got 25 generators on it, and there's 16 in total. This is one of the other ones that need to be hooked up, but I want to start below and make sure we work our way up from the bottom. So that's one, which means I think this one is the one that still needs hooking up. The pipes are done, but I would say the electric stuff is not, if I was to guess. No, okay. So that's where we'll start. This is the fourth pipe. So we'll start with hooking this up. The whole plant probably won't run at capacity because I have to double check the refiners, but should be good. Should be good after it has a chance to just get filled up the way that pipe pressure works in the game. Enki, you're 200 hours in. Nice. I am 800 hours into this save. Not that I'm comparing, just so folks can know kind of like where I am in the game in terms of progress and time in, and I've not been rushing. I've been doing lots of cool decorative stuff and trying to make things look nice. The problem with having a save that has gone on for so long is that there are old factories that I would like to revisit with all the new parts. So Enki, have you gotten to fuel power yet? Okay, so that's all hooked up. Oh, we need pipes going up the middle. That could be one of the reasons why the fuel wasn't getting distributed evenly. This is kind of like a experimental closed loop system that I'm trying. See if it makes a difference on this build. Too many OCs. I have to give it a try someday when I have the money. Yeah, it's a fun game. You know, like it's one of those games where, yes, I mean you can get it on sale for like $30. You know, Steam sale, Epic Games. Usually when they update the game, it goes on sale. There's also a Steam code if you want to support the channel when you buy it. But the thing that's so nice about it is that you pay. It's like Minecraft. You buy it once, but then the hours of gameplay that you get out of it, it more than pays for itself in like a week. Because there's a lot of like satisfying learning curves and stuff that have to be taken care of. See, look, they're all burning red now. Or not red. They are not burning red. They're gone green. All right, so I can remove these. I'm warning everyone now. I've been having a very tongue-tied day. I can't remember the amount of verbal flubs that I made on the spawn chunks this morning, but it was not pretty. I feel like I sent Johnny a lot of notes, but like, could you fix the part where I sound like a moron? Please and thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. So now we have to get the to get this sorted out. I think this is meant to go down here in a wall. So yes. That makes sense. Now we just have to get it over to here. And that should connect that into the main line. Double check that. Yep. The only problem is it's going to be hard to figure out, like, how to get one main line out of this facility. Like how to organize all that down below. Raving Mage, that's a fun username. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Word flubs are funny, so you're welcome to flub all you want. Oh, I'm glad. For me, it's like I'll end up saying a word or mispronouncing a word where it ends up like not making sense. Funny flubs are okay, like getting kind of tongue-tied. The thing that I forget about when I'm recording the Spawn Chunks is that we do a live recording with our Discord, but the podcast, there's a chance to edit it. So if I make a mistake while reading the news, which is where I get the most self-conscious about it, I can just like stop, gather my thoughts, continue, and then tell Johnny to, or ask Johnny to edit it later. And he's more than happy to do it because it's not a difficult thing, especially when I send him like the time in the recording where he can find it easily, right? But I don't often do that because I'm very aware that we're live to a small audience in the Discord, so I forget that I can't just fix it, Alright, so these are all coming off of the South blenders. Oops. So this should be Southwest Wing 1, South Blender 1. And then this should be South Wing 1, South Blender 1. So that means that this is Southwest Wing 3. Southwest Wing 3, and it's South Blender 2 is what's fueling this, which means it should be a copper pipe coming up here, copper colored, and then this splits off, and I don't know why this is not pumping. That's bizarre. Oh, it's because it's a full pipe. It's not hooked up upstairs. Right, so that gets split. And then this goes up here. Looks like we've got the power already sorted. Oh, okay, almost sorted. And then we don't have any of the pipes in. Okay. Let's change it up and do the power first, I guess. This is the last floor, correct. This is the 16th floor that we've done this on. I am very glad to be done this under the floor wiring stuff. It's not terrible. I think it would have been really boring had I tried to do all 16 like in one go. But I've spread it out over different streams, split it up with like some design, taking a break to do the water. We had to build up the materials to buy all of the fuel generators, so I didn't have 400 fuel generators all at once. Oh, I'm missing rods. Speaking of missing stuff. But yes, this will be the final floor, and then we'll have to go back and like triple check the crude oil and the other stuff. Oh, rods are this way. Let's see, I've got concrete. I'll grab some more copper. Grab some plastic. Anything else that I'm low on? Good there. I think we're good. Be interesting to figure out how I can manage to get the hypertube set up permanently. There's going to be some hollow walls I think we can take advantage of. I'm just not sure how cool that's going to look on stream. It might be a little claustrophobic. I thought it would be cool to line the inside with lights to see if when you're going up. Oh, did we lose all of our power? I guess we lost all of our power. Curiosity, how are we doing now? 45. We're not operating at 100% on all floors, but we certainly have the most power going that I've ever had. And actually, that's not just for this build. That's ever. I've never had this much power available to me in the game for as long as I've ever played it. 45,000 megawatts is the most. I think the closest I've ever come is like 12,000 on the Metroplex build. All right, last set. Well, I guess this plus the pipes. We have to do the pipes first. Before I can check off the box. Tell that I'm excited to get this technical part finished. I was in the mood to do some technical type gameplay all weekend, and we don't really have anything technical on the go on the Citadel, on the Minecraft server, so I played Satisfactory on Saturday, but I didn't get to it yesterday. Oh, I don't think I need to label tubes. I think that for me, I just need to make it more convenient, like make it a little bit more streamlined. In a way, it'll take a little bit longer because it'll have to go to like the designed floors. Right now, I've kind of got them going through walls and kind of like doing whatever they want. Does that stick through? Oh, it sticks through. I'm sure Cosmic could give me a list of farms. Oh, for sure. And I think that might be, as much as I want to start on like a sci-fi zone, I think I might try to do some infrastructure for the Citadel. I would want to do something where it wouldn't make sense in the sci-fi area. Like, I think one of the things I want to do in the sci-fi area is make myself a personal villager trading station. But what I think I will do in the meantime is make a server-wide piglin bartering setup in the Nether, because that's going to be more for like convenience for materials for a modern city or the sci-fi build. So like I want to think about like what I'm going to need to do something different, and then what I can do to build the infrastructure for it, so that we don't get excited to build some cool new area only to realize we have to put the brakes on and make like 4 new farms just to be able to build in the sci-fi area. But one of the things I want to do in the sci-fi area is make some of the farms that I'm missing and some of the farms that I've just not made, either because we haven't needed them or because they're new farms to Minecraft since 2 years ago, because 2 years ago was the last time I did anything outside of a medieval town build. So, well, I say that there's a couple little things, but like I want to do a little bit more. Frog lights, yep, that's another good one, and that would be good for sci-fi as well. I want to have the frog lights for the modern city, and the frog lights is another nether farm. That's a good suggestion, Dan. What I should do is I should just start to make a list of nether farms that are needed. The nether would be definitely a good change of pace from the modern or the medieval city too. I keep on flip-flopping between medieval city and medieval town. I think it's a medieval town. I don't think it's big enough to be a medieval city. I can't imagine how long building a full-on city in Minecraft would take. About 5 years or more, yeah. Given what I've had to put in, I would say. If you're the only one doing it, you know. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Too long. It's weird. People have spent 5+ years in creative to build a city. Yeah, I can see that too. SweetSandi, 100 last floor bits. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Appreciate the support as always. But yes, that is the last hookup. That means that this is all not green because it only just got hooked up, but it is all potentially functioning once the pipe pressure gets up to snuff, which we should be able to at least see how we're doing. 170. I gotta go downstairs and check this pump to make sure it's actually working. Yep, okay. So it's just a matter of all the segments filling up and us going from there. That's good, that's good, that's good. So now we need to put a sign down. So this is South Wing 4 from West Blender 2. Piped and wired. And that means we're going to remove all of these now too. The potential power for Megatron is 60,000 megawatts. I'll show you the math on that in just a second. I brought up my spreadsheet before I started the stream. So if I go over here, so we have 4 oil extractors in the distance. That's these guys here. They get combined into 3 pipes. So really, this is a little inaccurate. This actually should be a Mark II pipe. That gets changed. That goes into 60 refineries. The refineries are making heavy oil residue and polymer resin. And the heavy oil residue, it goes into the blenders. Those are the blender floors that I'm talking of. And that's mixed with water. And that gives us 4,800 cubic meters of diluted fuel. And then if you divide that over fuel generators, that gives us 400 fuel generators with a total of 60,000 megawatts coming up. And it looks really cool. Like it's a lot. Machine driven, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, we're not done yet by any means. We are obviously not done yet. And I guess we'll just remove... Let's just fly over here. get rid of some of this. And that means we can actually get rid of all of this. And I guess I'll wait to get rid of this side too. That means they're all hooked up. So what I don't know is whether everything is hooked up to the main grid. And that I won't be able to know until I can actually get a readout for the whole facility. So right now, 43, 44. It should be at 60 if everything kicks on, but I know we're not at full capacity. So I guess the thing now is to go down to these particular sections here. So this, I know for a fact, is where like all of these central lines get hooked up. But this is only 4 of the wings, or 8 of the wings rather. So wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 4. Yeah, it's only 4 of the wings. But then this goes all the way down to the bottom, powers a bunch of stuff as it goes. But then when it gets to the bottom, it then comes down here. So that doesn't connect to anything. That doesn't connect to anything. Oh, that did connect to something. It just depowered a pump. Hold on. Do this out here where I can see stuff. Where did that get powered from? Oh, I see. Okay. That was supposed to come in through here. I feel like this should be in a different position. Really hard to see. I guess I need, or I would want a wall here. So then I can take this. And get that to there. Did that fix the pumps? Yes. So it looks like these two are connected. That's the 45. So that's being pulled down from over here. Oh no, that's all coming down from the one side. This doesn't travel down here. Okay. So then this side comes down, like I said, comes down this little triangle hatch, connects there, and I believe this is the side that powers all of our water. Yes, that powers all the water. So then this side, I don't know whether this side is hooked up to enough. It's the same grid. So where are you hooked up from? Doesn't cover. So there's a cross connection somewhere upstairs that still has everything on separate grid. What are you connected to? So weird. Oh, there it is there. So at the moment, neither of these cross the aisle down here, which means somewhere above there's a cross connection that I may or may not want to have. I do remember that this is the crude oil out. I know that. Rabelais, hello, how's it going? You do make it hard to move around, putting walls up and floors like that? Yeah. It's despite the size of the place, it's some pretty large, or some pretty tight spaces despite the size of the facility. Okay, so we know that this is the single out because what is, so 60,000 divided by 4, no, 16 is 3.7. Yeah, okay. So 3750. So there could be entire floors that are not connected at all. Even though we just did all that, so it should they should all be connected. So we're missing. What are we missing? Like 17. We're at 40. We'll say 46,000 on spikes. So minus 46, 1, 2, 3. It's 14,000. 14,000 divided by 3750 is like almost 3 floors that are not yet working. Let's just take a bounce around in here to make sure all the water is pumping. Why are you yellow? So my guess is that the yellow lights are indicating a backflow, which means that the water is not being consumed at full capacity, which means that there's a choke probably on the heavy oil residue. There's not enough heavy oil residue getting to the blenders. That would be my guess. Yeah, none of these are full. That's the closest one. MDog95 subscribing with Prime. 15 months. Thanks very much, MDog. Yes, day's going well. Had a good podcast this morning with Johnny, Pixelriffs, and I. We did the Spawn Chunks. Pushed that out today. Thanks for the lurk, Cosmic. Much appreciated. All 16 floors are hooked up. We are just not getting all 16 floors worth of output at the minute. So how are we doing down here? Still lots of yellow. Yeah, quite a few yellow lights on. So, are you coming in strong? See, that's a problem. We should be coming in full tilt on these. The fact that that's only 300 is a little bit troublesome. Let's go disconnect any potential problem pipes. So it's these 3 red pipes that we're concerned about. So I'm just going to tighten this up and remove any potential issues. So for this, what we'll do is put in pipe there, and pipe here. One, two, three, four. Oh, autosave? No. This one we have to keep. Because this actually is the combination of 2 pipes coming in here that have to combine. So now there's no goofiness happening. It's all just straight. Straight Mark 6. Everything's a Mark... No, sorry, Mark 2. So 600, 600. So I guess the issue becomes like why are we not getting full pipes? That one's full. Why is the flow rate so low? I guess it just takes a while. Okay. So that's all sorted. Obviously there's not enough power here for the cover pack. Okay, so that's all figured out. This is the main power grid. So we're only showing 40. We'll be listening throughout the week. Thanks, M-Dog. Glad that you're enjoying the show. There's definitely been enough in the last few weeks to warrant cutting the podcast up. Although today was a nice, concise show, I think. So I guess we start with the refineries, and I'll start with this left-hand pipe, and it is not quite doing 600. $300 limit on the valve. That's normal. That's going into each of these refineries. So why are you not 20 polymer resin? The polymer resin is not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere fast enough. No, it's not getting enough crude oil. That doesn't make any sense. $600. Oh. I've got two 600 pipes. Okay, so let's change this. How many does this just go twice? This just gets divided in half, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's one problem. So we will change that and this. Still hasn't changed much. Maybe I don't need the valve? The valve was supposed to stop any kind of like backflow. Yeah, the hover pack is very floaty, I agree. So that's at max 300, so that means that this should start to max out soon. Okay, so it might be just a matter of time. How are we doing for crude oil? So that's more than was in before. Does this get another... get to 6? Almost. There's a penalty for if it tries to produce without enough material. It's like a second delay. Alright, so I feel like that was one issue. So we can look for that issue in the other pipes. Looks like I did not make that mistake, although Mark 1, that needs to be a Mark 1. That's Mark 1. Yeah, that's all Mark 1. And then this one is on this side. And that's all correct. So Mark 2 going into Mark 1s. But the flow seems low. I really find it frustrating when the flow is at 600, but then when you look ahead, it drops. Why is why is it down to 0? This is why I've not encased all these in their design, because I want to make sure that it's all flowing right. I mean, 96% is still pretty good. I understand how the valve works. I don't think it works like it's supposed to all the time. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's $2.99, like that's where it should be, but the valve is not what's causing this to stop, because the flow fluctuations are happening like back here, which means it's something to do with the line, and I don't know whether pipes are just bugged or what. There doesn't appear to be any backlog of polymer, so that all seems to be going well. None of this is slowing down. Autosave lag. You've seen this too, but you don't know what's wrong? Yeah. So I'll just follow this polymer to see if it at all gets backed up, and it doesn't look like it's getting backed up at all. She's all flowing. Yep, nothing wrong there. The polymer is not at max because we're not maxing out our rubber production. Right, 21%, right? So we're not getting all of the polymer. So that's a good indicator that we don't have a polymer backup, right? If we had a polymer backup, then the lines would be full. $204. I mean, that's fine. You kind of want that. You want that line to be full, and this is going to be on like overflow. That's just a regular splitter, so it's fine. It's always going to go down the line. As long as the main line isn't clogged, then we should be fine. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, that's a pretty good flow of plastic for now. That's why I don't like the glass. You can't really see through it. I fixed all of these problems. Yeah, polymer output seems fine. I'm not seeing any changes. So again, it's probably the crude oil that's keeping this down. It's not an output backlog, it's an input slow up. $30 per minute. So we want the flow to be 30, not 2. But that's the annoying thing, is that like this should be, If this pipe has got 70 or 80, why is that got 90 and this got 20? This should be divided in half. 40 going that way and 40 going out the other end, right? Sometimes I find rebuilding the pipes helps. Which is annoying, but I guess that's just part of a early game. The fact that it only holds 3 is a little strange. Crude oil pump has 0 in its reserves, but the pipe connected to it has 600. I think the display might be bugged. Yeah. I just don't understand how this has got such a high flow rate. And yet... I wonder if we're just at the edge of our pumps. Because how much head lift does a refinery have? Not a refinery. Oil extractor, 10 meters. So that's only 4 meters though. Yeah, that's only 4 meters. So unless... I don't think we've done anything. I guess we did make it go... I put it up high on purpose. So like the long travel, all of that is higher. Like all of that over there, those red pipes we were just at, they're all higher than these. So the water, or it should flow, right? The fact that we've got 2 pipes with 600 and one that just doesn't is strange. Oh, that's the output. But where's my third pipe? Back here. 600, 0, and 300. Makes me wonder whether I've messed up somewheres and put like a 300 pipe. Oh look, right there. Probably I dropped the wrong one. I say I dropped. I probably like selected something from nearby, not realizing that it was not a Mark II pipe. So that'll mess up your flow, for sure. Now these are 300 on purpose because there's two 300s. We've got 4 pipes that gets condensed down to 3 here. So I'll let that flow over on my break, and hopefully that will sort out over the next 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, these aren't hooked up anymore. Crap. So for folks that might be new to the channel, I take a break once an hour and we get to hop on the break train. You get to ride around the world, see a little bit of what I've been building, and you'll get to see this from a distance. And now with all 400 of the fuel generators in place and hooked up. So I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. So this seems to take a little bit longer than 6 minutes, which I'm okay with, just because it gives me a chance just to hang out with chat on our way back. Finish Kiwi. It's a lot to wrap up in your brain. Hey, Toy Bear, how's it going? You want to see the full build when you go under the arch? I'll make sure we're pointing in the right direction. There it is in the distance there. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the main train tracks for this part of the world and this, like, going along here underneath the arch. So there is the full facility. I'm going to make it a little bit taller in the middle so it doesn't look like it's stubby. Yeah, finish Kiwi. I remember that Tango got into Satisfactory. It was fun to watch him do that. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate that. So I think what we'll do is we'll go check the head lift to make sure that I have not... I love the air brakes on the train. To make sure that I have not made the long pipes higher than 10 meters. I don't think I have. Oh, they might be 10 meters above the actual oil refinery. Oh, maybe not. We've got bad guys out this way too I gotta be careful of. Great big beasties. So that's the oil refinery, or the oil extractor. They're all at the same level. So if we take this as the base, right? It's a little bit lower than the pipe, but like that's a good way to do it, I think, is use the base here as ground zero. So that means that these pipes here if I get out my little walls, we can be precise with this. That's 10 meters. So we've not gone above 10 meters. Right? So that's 10 meters. So we're at 8, 7, we'll say 8 at most. Ah, does that go above 10 meters? That might get close. I wonder if it's worth not having this go up this high. I mean, it's still not 10 meters. Yeah, I would say that that's 8 or 9. Yeah, there's definitely a bug where it's not displaying. And I know they're not going to be constant. I know the average flow is meant to be 600. But that's looking a lot better than it was. I'm basically now just looking for other mistakes that I might have made. Just making sure everything's a Mark II. Yeah, as long as it's a Mark II up until the split. The visual on the pipes is quite full. Yeah, I agree. I agree. How are we doing for lights? Well, there's a lot more green than there was last time. I'm seeing only 1 or 2 yellows as opposed to 3 or 4. I wonder if the problem is still not getting enough crude oil. Yep, that's the issue. So why? I wonder if these would benefit from having a loop back. It would not look very nice. See, there's only 7 flowing through here. Well, I guess that when I checked it. So it gets 2 in a row, but then it doesn't get enough for 3 in a row. It could just be the length of time it takes for this thing to build up. All of these are green. Just those 2 at the end. So if it's slowly moving to the end, then I'm okay with that. That seems to me like we're moving in the right direction. Yeah, like look, the yellows are all down the far end. I think that's probably a good sign. Yep. So, we're on our way, I think. And we won't get green from the rubber and plastic until all of these are green. Because this is only just enough to make what's coming out of there. So let's check the power output. Now that we know we've increased the heavy oil residue a little bit. And we just grab that here. Oh my gosh. These stupid menus that don't let you... Like, I just want to change my hotbar. It's 48, 49. So we were down around 40 or 43 before, so it's slowly filling up. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Is this the main grid here? Yes. Okay, so let's... Does that go anywhere? Where does this hook up to? Oh, it's around the corner. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's put something here. Just for now. A and B. I'm gonna go with that way. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. How are these are powered in the ceiling, so disconnecting this will not affect the machines, I don't think. It's just gonna affect... Well, there's nothing there. So I can do that, and then just have one of these. Oh, you can upgrade those. Let's go with a wall outlet instead. We will eventually, of course, move that. So we can always come back here and check to see what the capacity is. So we're consuming nearly 20 just to make the 60. So, but I guess that's the whole grid. That's not just the power. Sometimes when I have a similar problem with items or fluid, I limit the use of them so I get a backflow and then the machine has time to fill up. Oh yes, I see what you mean. Yeah, like I could put a valve on something and artificially choke out, you know, a section so that the first section fills up. I know what you mean, but So I'm curious about our blender floors. I'm assuming most of them are operating at a decent clip. 170. Wow. So still not great. I mean, this should be a 150, not a... I find that strange that that's at such a high capacity. I mean, we are filling these things from below, which is not supposed to be something the game does very well. Because the pumps are like right outside. That should be doing okay. $69, 100%. So I'm seeing this pattern of like 170, 100, and then the other side being very low. So I'm wondering if that's because of the way that I've got things split up down here. I guess I should check to see with the ones that are underperforming what they're missing. So it's got to be heavy oil residue. It's not water. Yeah, it's the heavy oil residue. Yeah, see, that should be 300. So there's a pump there. What is this? 2. That's 6 meters. So we might be on the low end of that pump. I might have to put another pump on these pipes at the back, because we're going from down here at this level, and even though this is the bottom, like the pump is there, but still, like if we looked at this, like do like a, that's a good way, let's just grab one of these. So these are 4 meters tall. That's 40. What's the pump? So it does 50 meters. Right? And that only just gets us to the level of the blenders. Right, so that's all the way down there. So 12 times 4 is 48. So technically, yes. The pump should be able to push it all the way up, but only just. So there might, the solution might be. But Sandy, if I turn off all the blenders on the floors so they backfill, then the issue there is that when I turn them all back on, eventually they will go back to being under supplied, right? I don't want to walk away from this and wonder why it's not pumping out the right amount of energy, right? But my guess would be that the pump is not quite making it there. So we can do a test. Especially because, well, one, this isn't a full pipe. That is. Yeah, none of those are full pipes. I should also check these output pipes to make sure I haven't done that silly mistake where I put a 300 pipe where I should put a 600 pipe. I think I just made them all 6. How much do these push out? 40. So 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. So 200 to there, but it's a 600 pipes, so it should be plenty. But if the refineries with the crude oil is full, you wouldn't get the break in production. Won't that help? But that's what I'm saying, is that if the refineries aren't getting full, then backing up the refineries isn't going to be a problem. It's a temporary fix, not a permanent solution, I guess is what I'm saying. I guess the problem that I have with the game is that it doesn't give you the feedback. Like, it doesn't tell you... I mean, we know that some of these are full and doing fine, but others are not. Right? Like, this is only getting... It's only getting trickles. It's at 60, 70%. But if that's at 200 per minute, why doesn't this fill up a lot faster, right? Anyway, what we can do, we know that all the water seems to be flowing just fine. So I'd imagine one thing we can try is to put an extra pump somewhere. I guess we would line them up close to the top here. But like that, it operates at at almost full. So I don't know whether it's a head lift issue or whether it's a capacity issue. That's the one beef I have right now. And it's, see how it's very similar. It's 100, 70, and then almost 100, and then 100, and then this is like, well, that's 100 or 95. So this floor is weirdly doing better than the others. The problem with having to split things up into different pipes is that you don't know where the issues lie. But, okay, so while we are kind of waiting for all that to figure itself out, I also have to think about how I'm going to get the power collectively out of here, because right now we have it all coming down to here, right, to the main line. But ultimately we're going to be using train tracks to get goods and power in and out of here. And I'd like to try and figure out where that train station is going to be. We have room back here for it. A little bit. That's the edge of the zone. So like I can't build it here as I thought I was going to. I could wrap it around. Like I've got a lot more room out this way. Or I could build it up high. So that's not a straight line. That comes in at an angle to there. So I don't have a lot of space out here. And the idea is that I want the trains to come into this area. I don't think I want the station up here. We could build it up here. I don't think I want it on top of this. I mean, this could be the train station too, but that feels a little cramped. Watching makes me realize I'm not utilizing the verticality of this game. I limit myself too much. You get caught up in like the flatness of early on builds. I agree. It takes a while to kind of think about vertical stuff. The view when you go in this tunnel is going to look so cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. That was the idea. So we really don't have much in terms of like where we can build the train station. Unless I don't have the trains come in here at all, right? I wanted to have the train come in here as just like a reason to come in here. Because the other option would be to build the train station itself outside of the facility. Like, I've got the temporary train station here, and I would build it just over the ocean, but we've got this ugly gas area that won't work. And I don't want to put it on top of this, I don't think. And I mean, it could easily I could fit it kind of like in this section. So it's possible for me to put the train station on the floor over there. I was just hoping to have it contained within the build. But like, even if I go to here, like I start to lose, I'll lose area very, very quickly. Because I could have the trains just kind of come in, have a right-hand turn, and have that go to a train station there. The key to straight train tracks is to use foundations, for sure. Could be a drive through the building. Yeah, that's good. I could do that too. So basically it looks like the two positions for the train station are on either side of the water facility. It's either going to be here, which is very likely. It makes more logistical sense to have it out here. But then that defeats the purpose of having the train tracks do the cool thing of going inside. I just thought it would be fun to have the train, because I'm not going to have the train bridge up here. The train bridge, I think, is going to be not as low as that, but like it's going to be low down, and then it'll attach there and take you inside. That was the plan. Despite the fact that I prefer it up here. I mean, I guess if I prefer it up here, I could move the train station over to this side and have it hover in the air. I would probably lower it to be like the same height as the roof or something, so we could extend this platform. But again, like, then why would we have train tracks inside? Because they don't have any goods inside being produced down the back. They're all being produced up here. So right now, the two things that this is making that are not power are plastic and rubber, and it's all just being synced right now. And eventually I'd like to put it on a train and take it elsewhere. All right, well, we can start to take down some of the other temporary things, which will give us some materials back, so that's good. Did I put the motors away already? I guess I did. Put those away. I'll actually keep some of these just in case. I'm sure I'll end up coming back needing something. I'll keep the quartz on me because I'm probably going to end up making a sign at some point for something. And I'll bring that. Rebar weapons. Don't think I have any other real ammo. Oh, I've got a couple different things. Okay. I've only got 5 rounds of rifle ammo. I got 3 rifles. I guess I should bring those. Where is the detonator, though? Must have been over here. At least we've got spares. Where is the detonator? Do I have it on me? Oh no, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't need it. I thought you did. Yeah, you totally do. I wonder if I've left it back at Devastator. What do I need to make one? Production equipment workshop. Steel and one of those. Screws, plates. Oh yeah, I can make a new one, no problem. Well, wait a minute. I have an object scanner. Steel. They do a really good job of the animation of your weapon, kind of like oscillating as you run. I've always thought this game did a really good job of that. Right, so that's good. That's all I need for that. And I should be good. Basically, I just want to take down some stuff, and I know that there's some critters around. Did I take off my... Did take off my jetpack. Oh, I see. No power. So all of this can come down. We don't need any of this anymore. That's good. Starting with all of this. You can see why I wanted a mostly empty inventory. Here's another place where the train station could be as well. Is out here. Could go through into the north. Yeah, could come around. Maybe that's the thing, is that I could have... Maybe instead of 2 train tracks, I have one that goes down the middle, and that's the end, like the entrance. And then the other track, the exit could be outside, like along here. You just have to go through. It looks so cool. Yeah, I know. I agree. Like, I'll be very disappointed if I can't make that happen. But this would be also another place that would make a lot of sense because it has the most room. The only thing is, I'm looking at doing like a bridge here. So it ends up being out this way. And that's why I wanted to remove this useless stuff, is because now that this temporary build is no longer needed, we can really get a better look at what this place is going to look like. Just being careful not to delete something I don't want to delete. Like, I don't want to delete the truck, I don't think. I don't want to delete the hypertubes just yet. I'll probably need those to get around. I certainly don't want to cut off my main line by accident either. It is crazy how fast you could remove stuff in this game. It almost hurts. Because you know how long it takes to like carefully place everything and plan out your pipes and your belt paths and all that stuff, and then like to tear it down. And it's good that they let you rebuild quickly, but it just, after playing Minecraft all weekend, you're just gonna go, man. When you make a mistake in Minecraft and you have to tear something down, it takes an eon. Again, I'm being very careful not to delete anything I don't want to delete. They've got these weird little pipe segments in there too. I've always found that a little bit strange. After playing this, I get my keyboard keys all messed up in Minecraft. So I switched Satisfactory hotkeys to be Minecraft hotkeys. So my sprint key is the same in both games. My inventory key is a little bit different. I definitely get mixed up when I leave Satisfactory and go back to Minecraft, but because my Satisfactory stuff is so close to Minecraft, I think for my setup, Satisfactory ends up with extra keys rather than different keys. But yeah, hotkeys between games. That's why I find it so frustrating when games have menus that don't exit when you press the escape key. When almost every game out there uses that very common, sensical kind of UI interaction. And when they don't do it, it's really frustrating because your muscle memory for hitting escape to leave something on a computer is just ingrained in you with almost every application, right? Time for a break again, says SweetSandi. Thank you. And I think what I'll do is I'll finish ripping down this area just so that it's done. That or my inventory will fill up, one of the two. I think this is where I was temporarily making fuel. So I have to find another way to make fuel in the save because I'm not making it. I'm not making biofuel anywhere either. And I'd rather trucks run on biofuel because then I can use fuel for my jetpack and not have to worry about my trucks and stuff eating all that up. It is very satisfying to have a nice clean slate over here, though. I think I just put a couple of holes in the platform. You start off being so accurate, and then as time goes on, you just get more and more impatient. But all of this to me is like floating trees in Minecraft, right? Like I don't want to leave it. Oh, lots of holes. You use compacted coal and you have one truck that picks that up and delivers it to the other trucks. That's a good idea. Set it up once and then forget about it. Because you don't really use compacted coal for too much. I think compacted coal is used for turbo fuel, but that's it, right? Alright, so all that stays. Leave the hypertube. Nope, don't want to do that. Saw it highlight the important crude oil tube in the distance. I always thought it was really cool that when they introduced hypertubes, they made the hypertube poles stackable with the pipe poles. I thought that was really smart. I think compacted coal is part of turbo fuel. Don't quote me on that. Pretty sure though. Yep. Compacted coal. Compacted coal and heavy oil residue. Oh, starting to leave little boxes. Unless that was there. Oh. Thought we were leaving boxes, but it's just this thing. Almost there. Oh, has it started? It has started. We've got little boxes of stuff around. Okay. So we'll have to come back. Does this have stuff in it? That has a ton of stuff in it. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's pull. I've got power over here somewhere. Just so that the hypertube can at least function. It takes longer to burn, so it was great for coal furnaces. That's really cool. How do you make compacted coal? I mean, I know I could look it up. I'm just... Remind me. Is it sulfur? Yeah. I don't remember what I was using my sulfur for. I don't think I'm using my sulfur for anything. That or I was using it all in explosives. That was probably the case. All right, a little bit past the normal break time, but I wanted to get as much of that deleted as I possibly could. So we'll finish it up when I get back. Usually I take a 5 or 6 minute break once an hour. If you're new, hang in there. If you're not new, well, you know the drill. We'll be back in just a few. So another look at the full tier power facility coming in from the north. Thanks, Sandy. Hey, McScrewgunn, how's it going? So I'm wondering if we can permanently get rid of some of these minions in these islands, as well as delete some of this remaining temporary factory. Looks a lot nicer now. I feel like we can just dump off some stuff that we've got room for. Computers. Quick wire, don't have any. Motors, lots of those. Heavy frames, more motors. Concrete. I did have quick wire. Alright, that should give us plenty of room to finish the job. Clean space to build something on. Like what? Alright, do we need... Don't need that. Feel like we should maybe bring the hypertube a little closer. That's, I don't know. Oh, I don't have enough to build it. To take down more of this stuff. Wow, that's a lot of plastic. I'll leave that there. Now, do I have enough room to do one more of these? Yes. I need pipes for that. Okay. So close. Can't build that yet either. Okay. So all of these are all the right ones. We might as well turn them all red. Whoops. I'm not sure why I chose red, but I might eventually make them black. So this is now... I think I saw 49 there briefly. There's a spike above 50. So that's the first time we've seen a 5. So what's the... I'd say the average is what, 48? No, 80% capacity? That's not bad. Considering I know we haven't done any, like, troubleshooting or anything. Right. Let's just trash those. A clean place to build something on? Oh, I know. A 60,000 megawatt power plant? Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I think that I'm going to have to put the train station out here and not inside. I think I'm just going to add a train car. Can I build one of these? I need pipes and heavy frames. Oh, heavy modular frames. Try to get some of this in at least places where I remember I put them. I don't know if we're making any screws down here either. Right, so we can probably put a couple things... No, I guess it's all normal. Time for your beauty sleep. Thanks so much for being here, SweetSandi. Appreciate you, the modding, the bits, all the support as always. Cheers. Have a good night. So one thing I'm curious about is if we can... Because we've got structures built over there, I want to know whether these guys will come back. So are stun, iron rebar, shatter rebar. Let's go with stun rebar. So the plan is going to be to stun and then explode. First we gotta get the flies to come at us. I realize I'm doing this at night. And I think we have to explode the fly. I don't know what you call it, the blossom that they come out of? The hive. So we'll nail this guy. Oh, I missed. That did not go well. Oh, I can use the ghetto blaster. I can use the boombox on the flies too, can I? That did not hit him. Or affect him. I'm not sure. No, he doesn't get stunned at all. Ooh. That just pushes him back. Alright. Plan B. Haha. Except for you brought your little brother. So hopefully these guys won't come back. Definitely more effective than the gun, which we can't make ammo for. Definitely not a nice blossom. No, I agree. That didn't work. There we go. We can make stuff with this now too. I find the accuracy is not what it used to be. Crap. Wonder why it wouldn't let me switch to the Ghetto Blaster. Why is it not doing the thing? Is it not in my inventory? Maybe I put it down by accident? Yeah, I don't have it. Oh, I put it down by accident. No, where'd it go? Yeah, I no longer have it. I'm sure I probably hit a key by accident and put it down. That's annoying. Where did it go? It's probably like underneath one of these things somewhere. No? No dice, huh? That is weird and crappy. What do you have to do to blow these guys up? I lost the boombox. I brought it out to try and kill the bees and it just disappeared. The hatchers are immune to what? I blew one up with an explosive earlier. 2 minutes ago. Now, hopefully these won't come back. Or if they do, they'll come back in like update 7. And not just the next time I play. I don't think he likes the, or he is bothered by the rebar. Where did he go? Any other buggies around here? Looks like we're good. Cool, that's those. There's just this other one here. I feel like these guys get a little bit easier to shoot, or maybe they buff the rebar. So that definitely took less time to kill with the blade. It's definitely clearer that you hit them too. They kind of limp when you get a good shot in. No other little hatchlings. He took a couple more shots. Okay, I think that's the area cleared. Even though I can still hear one. So this is all still connected, and this is, yeah, so I am running it back up to the main power up there. Pretty sure this has got the 50K on it. Yeah. So it's not the train tracks right now, it's actually this. Was that bugs or was that... No, maybe it was just him making a lot of noise. So hopefully the coast will stay clear so that the next time we come out here we can design this stuff to look good. I'm going to take it straight over to that, I think, and then the pipes are going to be just a nice straight line going underneath that right into the facility. This thing is monstrous. Now see how we did. I mean, I think I'm probably going to hit the truck would be my guess. Yeah, so that's too far. Let's maybe we'll do angle it. And we'll make it low. Still can't have... Oh, I don't have the... whatchamacallit? Okay, well I can't see myself needing the truck here. So might as well bring it down this way. I found out by accident that if you one-shot them in the mouth as it shoots you, you can one-shot it. Seems to only work with the fire splitter ones. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know. I don't run into them that often. We don't do a lot of PvE stuff, but that's cool. Well, I'd say this is probably a decent spot to wrap it up because like I'd be starting something new if I was to continue on. But we now have a nice clean slate over here. There is a water facility up that way. And I'd like to try and line everything up. So the plan, see how all these pipes going to come in here and then they come down this way. We're going to take them straight over in some sort of organized way and have them hitch underneath. See how like these ones are hitched underneath? We're going to hitch them underneath this long way. That could be a road. We could use that for trucks or getting around fast. There's no room to bring a train in that way. I don't know what I'm going to do about the train station. The place that makes the most sense, at least temporarily, because I could remove all of this too, right? And we could just move our temporary train station down there and see how we like it, and get rid of all this stuff. Because you can't see much from down here anymore because of the scale of it. I need to put a lookout tower like back there, I think, back at the crossroads. So yeah, probably train station there, or at least temporary train station there. And then I guess the next thing is going to be, now that we've got the oil filled into the refineries, is to go through the refinery floor and finish the decorating and do the final encasements and stuff like that. Just like we did with the water side. Once we knew we had the water all sorted, we did the final decoration. So the next stream will probably be more of a decorative stream for this build. And then I'll have to figure out the logistics of the train. The good news is that now that we've got this all completely hooked up, we can take like small breaks from it and like make a permanent train track, something that is not a floating platform, like make something cool looking and try to start our world train loop and get that up and running as well, which will help with bringing in resources and stuff from other places. So if you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow, just like Liara3. Thanks so much for the follow, Liara. Appreciate it. And check out the Spawn Chunks. New episode came out today, thespawnchunks.com. And the Sizzle Cafe, we will hopefully be recording at least next week with Brocket. I'm not sure about other episodes this month, but we definitely have some plans to talk about a few things. I'm watching some new things on Netflix that I'll be talking about, so hopefully that'll be a fun ride. You can also follow me on social media at Joel Duggan, and of course patreon.com/Joel Duggan if you'd like to join a Minecraft server or just support in a more economic way and still get access to the Discord. Thanks for the bits, thanks for the support, thanks for the monitoring and the moderating, all of the above. Cosmic, I'm glad you got to hang out today. I'm glad you got to chill and enjoy the stream. Sandy, I know you've gone to bed, but thanks again for the mod. And we'll see you, I don't know when, maybe later this week. Friday for sure for the Lego stream. We'll be starting the Razor Crest. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.